Mr. Hudson, please. Still trying to locate Mr. Hudson, please. Students are waiting to begin.
May we ask the parents to clear the passage, please? Please clear the passage. Please clear the passage. Thank you. I notice that present in the sanctuary are people who are half naked. We don't tolerate that around here anymore. So I beg you cover up your shoulders. None of that in here this morning. Thank you.
I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all too
to hear him.
And the Pharisees and scribes murmured, saying, This man receiveth sinners and eateth with them.
And he spake this parable unto them, saying,
What man of you, having an hundred
sheep, if he lose one of them, doth not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after which is lost until he finds it?
And when he hath found it, he layeth it on his shoulders, rejoicing.
And when he cometh home, he calleth together his friends and neighbors, saying unto them, Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. I say unto you that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth, more than over 99 person which need no repentance. This is the word of the Lord.
Chairman of the School Board, Reverend Denston Smalling.
Guest speaker, Sergeant Ricardo Pink.
Principal, Mrs. Jean James.
Parents,
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
fellow graduates,
good morning to you all. I am delighted to introduce our esteemed chairperson. He is a trailblazer with a remarkable journey of success and accomplishment. Say it over. I am delighted to introduce our esteemed chairperson. He is a trailblazer with a remarkable journey of success and accomplishment. He is highly respected for his knowledge, leadership, and experience that will undoubtedly captain this graduation from harbor to harbor.
he is an immigration supervisor. He is serving as the school board chairman of the Dundee Primary and Infant School and a justice of the peace. He has dedicated his life to constantly striving for excellence. Just to name a few, he holds an associate degree in political science, in general studies, bachelor degree in political science and career counseling. He was honored with the Governor General Achievement Award and the AZ Preston Leadership Award. Please join us in giving a warm welcome to our chairperson, Mr. Swain A. Isan.
Chairman of the School Board, Reverend Denton Smalling, Principal, Mrs. Jean James, Guest Speaker, Sergeant Ricardo Pink, parents, teachers, friends, well-wishers, and graduating class of 2025, Uno look good. Give yourselves a round of applause. I was carefully selected to be the captain of the ship today. And this ship will be sailing from port to port, making some stops at entertainment, speech giving, and presentation occasions. My job today is to have you to give round of applause. If the items sound good, you will clap. If the item don't sound good, you will still clap. And don't think I'm crazy if there's nothing happening and I ask you to still clap. So clap. A graduation, ladies and gentlemen, is a memorable occasion. It's a celebration of success. And I must say, when I hear of the passes of this school, I can say, yo, St. James Prep are number one. So as we celebrate today, ladies and gentlemen, You go give the same clap for every child who come up here. Whether it's your child or not your child, because we are here to celebrate. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let the celebrations begin. Now I know the chairman of the school board extended his welcome, and I welcome you here today. But there are two persons who are more brilliant than I am, who will come forward to officially welcome you to this, their graduation exercise. So again, I'm going to ask you to clap as we welcome Lashonda Excel and Dominique Heath, who will warmly welcome you here today.
Chairman of the school board, Reverend Denson Smalling. Guest speaker, Sergeant Ricardo Pink. Principal Mrs. Jean James. Teachers, other members of staff, distinguished members, parents, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow graduates. Today we are celebrating a special milestone, and it is with great joy and pride that we, St. James Preparatory School, graduating class of 2025, welcome you all to our graduation ceremony.
We acknowledge you all for being here to share this special occasion once again. Welcome all.
Now, as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, St. James Prep is number one. And to explain to you just how much of a number one school St. James Prep is, the principal is going to give her report. And as I said to you when I start, if it sounds good, you go do what? If it don't sound good, you go do what? And even if she don't say nothing, you go still do what? So I'm now going to invite you to clap as we welcome the principal, Mrs. Jane James.
Protocol has already been established, so I won't go back through it. Report of the St. James Prep School, September 24 to June 25. The school year began on September 2 with a total of 127 boys and 143 girls. However, that number has changed to 136 boys and 155 girls. Resignation. 3 teachers resigned at the end of August 2024. Mrs. Vanessa Abrahams, grade 5, Mrs. Kadeen Jagdath, grade 2, and Miss Lorraine Spence, the Spanish teacher. Leave of absence. Mrs. Molly-Ann Weke went on 2 months leave. Mrs. Valeria Scott, a retired teacher, replaced her for a term. However, she ended up volunteering to go to grade 5 for the entire year in order to prepare them for the grade 5 PEP examination. Miss Dana Rattray was employed to replace Mrs. Jagda. However, for September, there was no Spanish teacher. In October 2024, Professor Martinez applied and was accepted. However, we learned that she had a full-time job at St. James High. Grade 1 National Registration Profile. 43 students did the grade 1 profile in each of the following areas: general knowledge, number concept, oral language, reading, writing and drawing, and work habits. Of the 43 children who did the general knowledge, 36 got proficiency, 5 developing, number concept, 42 got proficiency, 1 developing, oral language 34 proficiency, 9 developing, and reading 30 proficiency and 13 developing. In writing and drawing, proficiency 37, 6 developing, work habits 30 proficiency, 13 developing. Clubs, there are regular meetings at the start of the school year. However, because of the Spanish in second term, the classes disrupted the clubs. Educational trips during Heritage Week. All classes went on outing during the Heritage Week. Kindergarten and grade 3 went to Jamaica Swamp Safari and RNE Plantation located in the parish of Tritoni. Grade 1 went to Greenwood Great House in St. James and Green Gutter Caves in St. Anne. Grade 2 and 5 went to Jamaica Zoo in Lacovia, St. Elizabeth. Grade 4 went to Tiana Village in St. Mary, and grade 6 went to George William Gordon House in Kingston. Fun Day. Regular Fun Day was held, and students enjoyed the various attractions. PTA. There was only 2 meetings for the year. Parents' Day. Parents were invited to general devotion during Parents' Month. There was a guest speaker, and they were served refreshments and encouraged to participate in games provided for them. Homeroom meetings. Homeroom meetings were held for all classes. They were well attended, and the parents participated in meaningful discussions. Inspection. Personnel from the Early Childhood Department visited the school. They made recommendations and checked to ensure compliance of regulations were done. They were pleased with what they observed. Influenza. From January 2025, students in grade 4 have been having this flu symptoms, and oftentimes they were sent home or had to wear masks. This was of great concern. Reverend Smalling met with parents to discuss the ongoing health problems as students were having coughs, headaches, and runny nose for too long. It was decided that after much deliberation that students would change classrooms. This did not solve the problem continued. Treat. All members of staff were treated with bun and cheese for Easter, as well as a fish fry for lunch. Math Olympiad. Students from grades 4, 5, and 6 entered this competition. Jaden Gardner of grade 5 won a merit. 5 students from grade 6 were awarded honorable mention. Kristen Wainwright, Tiana Gordon, Danica Hewitt, Jade Betton, and Celicia Brissett were all given certificates. Jamaica Day. Annual celebration was held. Bible quiz. Many years ago, we participated in a competition introduced by an American group where students were given a chapter of the Bible to study. We had lost track of it, but it was reintroduced 2 years ago. This year, the book of Luke, St. Luke was given. 10 schools participated, and we were placed 4th. Workplace conflict. Reverend Reed and Reverend Smalling met with 2 teachers to resolve a conflict between them. Quizzes. TP Deco Tourism Quiz. The quiz team won the first and second matches, and advanced to the quarterfinals where they were beaten by Arden Prep. Grade 3 diagnostic test. 44 students sat the grade 3 test. Mathematics, in number and reading and writing, 33 mastered, 7 almost mastered, and 4 did non-mastery. Number in basic operation, 24 mastered, 13 almost mastered, 7 non-mastery. Estimation and measurement, 20 mastered, 13 almost mastered, and 11 non-mastery. Geometry, 34 mastered, 8 almost, and 2 none. Algebra, 32 mastered, 9 almost mastered, and 3 non-mastery. Statistics, 12 mastered, 19 almost mastered, and 13 non-mastered. In language arts, phonics, 39 of the 44 mastered the phonics, 5 near almost mastery. In structure and mechanics, 39 mastered, 4 non-mastered, 4 almost, and 2 non-mastery. In vocabulary, 38 mastered, 6 almost. In study skills, 34 mastered, 6 almost, and 4 none. In reading and listening comprehension, 30 mastered, 11 almost, and 3 non-mastery. Communication tasks, in which they had to write stories. It ranged from 1 to 4, 4 being the highest. 26 got level 4, 12 got level 3, and 6 got level 2. Grades 5 and 6 have done their exams, are pending. Sports day. The date planned for sports had to be rescheduled due to inclement weather. However, we had to use Girls and Boys Day for our sports day. The students enjoyed the day, and a lot of medals were won. Track and field meet. Relay Carnival. We entered Relay Carnival for 5 to 12-year-olds at St. Mary Prep. We were placed 4th. For the kindergarten sports at St. Mary's Prep, we entered for the fifth time. For 3 times we were first. This time we ended 4th. GISA Invitational Meet. GISA Championship was held at Herbert Morrison High School for students between the ages of 6 to 12 years old. Our students participated in some new activities such as high jump and long jump. We don't have a pit of high jump or long jump anywhere on the compound, but they participated. The results are, for the long jump, Antoine Williams, 2nd place. Jamari Gibbs, 3rd place. Paige Saving, 2nd place. Ariana Headley, 1st place. For the Class 2 boys relay, we came 3rd. Western Prep School meet. The Western Prep School meet was held at Cornell College, and our young athletes did very well. The results are as followed. Yanisa Spence, 1st place. Anton Williams, 1st place. London Street, 1st place. Jamani Gibbs, 1st place. Ariana Headley, 1st place. High jump. Ayana Jackson, 1st place. Ariana Headley, 1st place. Ariana Allen, 1st place. Nathan Miller, 2nd place. They also entered the 800 meter medley. We were placed 4th. The athletes are as followed. Horacia Thompson, Ariana Headley, Ariana Allen, and Elaine Carey. Outstanding students for the sports department: Ayana Jackson, Kristen Wainwright, Antoine Williams, Nathan Butler, Theodore Hales, Dylan Hilton, Zane Samuels, Calvin Reed, and Johnny Reed. DMP Academy 8 and under football competition. The boys were placed third in this competition. In the height, 10 football competition, 10 on the competition, the boys also were placed third. The grade 6 exit profile result. Montego Bay High School, 16 students. Cornwall College 1. Herbert Morrison 10. Rossies 3. William Nib 1. Mount Alvernia 1. Monroe 3. Irwin 3. Holland 1. Rossies 3. Campion College 1. So overall, the students have done well. Congratulations to teachers from grade 1 to grade 5. I'm stopping there for a minute, because they had to set the background for the children to perform so well. However, the icing was put on the cake by Mr. Letman, and he had his way of doing his things. Sometimes he used some. So they remember what they learned just by singing the things. So, well done, sir. Well done to all my staff. It couldn't be that Mr. Grace alone couldn't have this achievement. It's not possible to do it in 1 year. So we have to start from the grade 1 teachers up who did their job well. Congratulations, teachers. So I'd like to thank all the persons who have worked so hard to make the year what it has been, the administrative staff, the parents, teachers, security, ancillary staff. We'd like to thank you all for your hard work. Last year we recognized 3 teachers who had done 30 years and over. So 3 persons, Mrs. Weke, 31, I think Miss Morris, 31, and the Bursa, 31. We recognized them last year for their hard work. This year we want to mention a few persons who have done 10 years and more molding our students, or being here with us for more than 10 years. So I'm going to name them today. Those who have spent more than 10 years. Not all teachers. So we'll start with Mr. Kenroy Brown. Anybody know that name? You know that name? Well, we know him as chef. He's here for 18 long years. He's here for 18 long years. Then we have Miss Clark, with Miss Zelfa, 15 years. Miss Lee, 14. Miss Somerville, 14. Mr. Letman, 12. And Mrs. Derby, 11. All these persons have made their contribution to St. James Prep to make it what it has become. However, at this time we have a little bit of not so good news because we are losing Miss Clark is going to retire, is retiring now after 18 years. And I think we need to really commend her for all those years to keep the place clean for us. We also got to lose Mrs. Edwards, who spent 4 years with us. No, Mrs. Edwards, is she around? Mrs. Edwards here? Not here? She is going to leave as well. And Mrs. Scott, who came for 1 term, I would like to thank her very much because she was on retirement. And when Mrs. Weke was going, she decided to spend 1 term for Mrs. Weke. However, when Mrs. Abrams left for grade 5 and we had nobody, she fit in and she said, okay, I'll spend the year. So I'd like to thank all of them for their contribution and service. Overall, it was a very good year. Our greatest problem so far is indiscipline. A lot of problem in discipline with some children, all children, some are very indisciplined, and I had to do suspension of students. And when I had to fill out the form for ministry, I have to say, yes, I had to suspend children from St. James Prep School for behavior. That's not very nice. So parents who are here, come on, you are going, tell your friends, work on the discipline for us. We need the help. The main building that we had is fairly good, and the other one is almost completed. We have to just put in doors and bathroom, and that building at top of grade 3 should be finished. We'd like to thank God for what was achieved this year and ask His continued help for the coming year. Grade 6, please stand for me. Up. Graduating class of 2025, you have come to a crucial point in your life, the transition from primary to high school. For some time now, you have been acquainted with the St. James Prep School environment. You have made friends over the years. This is a fairly small school where everyone knows everyone. In September, you'll find yourself in a new and different environment where you will still find both friendly and hostile persons. It's your job to adapt quickly to this new environment. I want you to remember that we all have a special friend who promises never to leave or forsake us. So when things get rough and you feel alone, just breathe his name. Who is that name? At St. James Prep, you had teachers who were patient. This might not be the same wherever you go. For one, there are far more subjects, and each teacher comes and goes. So you will have to be proactive and always be prepared. Remember to be polite, mannerly, and obedient. High school principals do not accept disrespect and foolishness. You have been taught here what is acceptable. Be careful of the friends you choose. Try to find persons who have the same goals, aspirations, and values as you have. Friends who will tell you when you are wrong. Friends who will be there if you fall. Remember also that you can do all things through Christ who gives you the strength. Do not lean on your own understanding. You are all special, and although you may not be going to the school of your choice, that doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with the opportunity you are given. I want you to remember these things. 1, start your day with God. You know what I'm talking about? You need to pray every morning before you leave the house. And parents, please cover your children. What do I mean? Put a handbread over their heads? No. Cover them under the blood because they are going out there into a different situation. You are a child of God, and so He expects you to remain that way. You need to be careful of what you watch, what you listen to. You need to know something, because out there you have prowlers. You know what that word means? Yeah, you need to have, girls will have prowlers, and boys will have prowlers too. So you have to be careful. They'd come, I love you, girl, I love you. What you must do? Walk away from it. Don't even listen to them. Remember, there are prowlers out there. Know when to say no. They come with, boys will come with this cliff and say, try this, or a cigarette. You should go with that. Boy, you should go with that. You're not sure? You're better sure. Girls, when you come out there with some little money and say, I'll give you some money, you're going to look at them? No. Learn to be satisfied with what your parents give to you. Because you're going to have the car men out and the big men out there who are going to come, give you a car ride and big money. Until they love you, they don't love you. They lust after because you look nice. So I'm not going any further. I am saying it because for the first time since I am sitting in that chair, the Spirit says I'm to talk to grade 6. So I called the girls and I spoke to them, and I called the boys and I spoke to them, and I asked them to commit their lives to Christ, because that's the best thing they can ever do. Believe that or not? The best thing I can ever do. When they give their life to Christ, the Holy Spirit will help them to overcome all the temptations that are around them. So, graduating class of 2025, go from this place with God. Make yourself and your parents proud. Your attitude will decide your altitude. Your attitude will decide how far you can go. So go out the right attitude and you'll go well. God bless you as you go. Thank you.
So I hear the resounding round of applause that the principal got. So I don't need to ask you to give her another round of applause. She did well. See what me I talk about? Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As we continue to set sail from dreams to destination, we will now stop at an island that is called entertainment. At this time, I ask you to get your phones ready. Let me see the phones, let me see the phones, let me see the phones. Wait. Even if I want banger, hold up the phone. Let me see the phones. Yeah, man, get the phones ready. Because at this time, we'll be entertained by the graduating class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome the graduates performing the graduation song.
did you find your pot of gold? Ever catch a shooting star? Tell me how high did you soar? Ever felt like you were dreaming just to find your way? And the magic that surrounds you will lift you up and guide you on your way. When you look out in the distance, you see you never was that far. Oh no, and heaven knows your existence. Yeah, and wants you to be everything you are. Oh, there's a time for every soul to fly. It's in the eyes of every child. It's a heart that loves to save the world. And oh, you should never let it go. Moment to arise. Yeah, 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 yeah. I believe the impossible if I reach deep within my heart. Yeah. Overcome any obstacle. Won't let this dream fall apart. Every bed. Shine my light for all to see. 'Cause anything is possible when you believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dreamt 100,000 dreams before. Now I finally realize. You see, I waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally, I believe. Oh, I believe. Oh, yeah, love keeps lifting me high. I believe in love. Love keeps lifting me higher. Yeah. Love keeps lifting me higher. I believe in love. Love keeps lifting me higher. Love keeps lifting me. Love keeps lifting me higher. Love keeps lifting me higher. Love keeps lifting me higher, 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 higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the graduating class of 2025. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must confess that when the song started, I was looking around to see the lip sync happening. That voice was indeed beautiful. Put your hands together one more time for them. So we are still on the cruise from dreams to destination. Anybody ready to come off and take back their money? We still want to continue on the cruise? Awesome stuff. That shows that St. James Prep is really going on with things. So as we continue on this island of entertainment and celebration, we are going to make welcome the dub poem, which will be performed by Kevin Golson and Danica Hewitt. Make them feel welcome. Check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to wait for the entertainment, one of your performers has gone for a prop. You know them have to make the item look good, not true? Yes, so just bear with us. I see many of you fanning, and that is because you receive a warm welcome before. So nobody quarrel say hotter because the welcome was very warm. All right? All right.
Mwangum by Aldan Letman. Mwangum, mwanga me yard. Life don't a jump down too hard. Mwangum, mwanga me yard. You know, she said it's a system of fraud. Give me back my land where my provision grown. I hear my African drum sound. Half of the story have never been told. Give me back my diamond, I want back my gold. I want go home, I want go me yard. Like no jam down too hard. I want go home, I want go me yard. You know, she said it's a system of fraud. 400 years them have we in a slavery. My parents separate from we. Hands and feet, not shackles and chain. I know they want come tie up my brain. I want go home, I want go me yard. Like don't a jump down too hard. I want go home, I want go me yard. You know, she said it's a system of fraud. What you say? You know, she said it's a system of fraud. What you say? You know, she said it's a system of fraud. What you say? You know, she said it's a system of fraud. Fraud, 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 fraud.
Ladies and gentlemen, me want go home. I want to go to my yard. You know, she said this is a system of fraud. You know, funny enough, when we were small and growing up, all of us used to say, we can't wait for bigger and come out of our parents' house. Don't. We can't wait to start work with own money. Don't. But nobody never tell me say we have bills to pay. Not true. This is a system of real fraud. Put your hands together one more time for Amelia, for Kevoni and Danica. Anybody ready for go my day yard? All right, we love you, man. Put your hands together for yourselves for being such wonderful passengers. So we are still on the island of entertainment. And this time we are going to be treated to a musical item, or musical items, it says on the program. So we are going to make ourselves comfortable as we welcome Amelia Walker and Jade Lee Campbell. Put your hands together for them. I hope that when the graduates get to high school, the teachers and the principal wouldn't be saying, parents in the garden, hiding, hiding, hiding. Don't let the principal and the teacher ask, parents, where are you? As your children move to high school, parents, ensure that you are there for them to support them and guide them through the process. It's not easy. It is not going to be easy, and they are going to need you. Now, as we continue on this island of entertainment, we are going to pause for a minute to welcome the valedictory speech. This speech normally highlights the life of the graduates as they spend their time at the St. James Prep School. Our valedictorians for 2025 are Kristen Wainwright, head boy, and Tiana Garden, head girl. Please make them welcome.
Chairman of the School Board, Reverend Denston Smalling, Guest Speaker, Sergeant Ricardo Pink, Principal Mrs. Jean James, distinguished guests, teachers, staff, parents, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, boys and girls, good morning. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us today. And to my fellow graduates, we made it.
Today is a very special day. It's not just the end of the school year, but the end of an incredible chapter in our lives. We've learned so much, we've made friends, played games, told silly jokes, and eaten a few too many snacks. Right, Calvin? We may have even cried when things got hard, but every moment helped to shape who we are.
Our journey began in grade 1 with Miss Graham, Miss Claire, and Mr. Morgan. But for some of my fellow graduates, their journey started in kindergarten with Miss Ritchie, Miss Murdoch, and Mrs. Derby, loving and caring teachers who nurtured them in their earliest years. Miss Graham and Mr. Morgan helped us transition from kindergarten to grade 1. That was the year we first heard about Mr. Flexi, though we never got to meet him. We didn't even get to finish the school year face-to-face. COVID came, and we had to move to online classes.
Next was grade 2 with Mrs. Abraham and Miss Somerville. COVID continued, so we remained online. But Mrs. Abraham made online classes fun. There was always an exciting game before we logged off. I strongly believe she had superpowers. She could tell who was talking or fooling around without even looking at the camera. She even taught us to write in cursive online. Amazing, right?
Miss Somerville, with her infectious smile, could brighten anyone's day. They did their best to help us learn and feel comfortable even through a screen. Then came grade 3 with Miss Morris, Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. Derby, and Miss Williams. Mrs. Shaw only spent a few months with us. Miss Williams and Miss Derby were loving and supportive teachers who always made learning fun. They were always patient with my peers and I.
Miss Morris, while also caring, was a stern teacher, especially when it came to cursive writing. Your letters had to be just right, and don't even think of starting a story with one day in her class. She would challenge us with lots of work on the board just to see if we could finish on time, and most of us did. Even when she lost her mother, she stayed dedicated and didn't take a single day off as she prepared us for exams.
Then came PEP class in grade 4. We met Miss Davidson and Mrs. Weke. That's when we realized things were getting serious. PEP had officially begun. In grade 5, we met Mrs. Scott, who was such an understanding teacher. She was only with us for one term.
We were loved and adored by this teacher. She trailed us to grade 5, Mrs. Abraham. And we were thrilled to finally be in a face-to-face class with her. She was caring but firm. Homework was a must. If you didn't do it or claimed you forgot it, you knew you had to redo it in class. She always knew when we were being honest. She pushed us to do our best. Miss Davidson also moved to grade 5 with her former grade 4 students.
The final leg of our journey was grade 6, where we met Mr. Letman, the pep man, as named by the Jamaica Observer. Grade 6 was truly an experience. It was exciting and filled with hard work. Mr. Letman not only prepared us for the grade 6 PEP exam, but also taught us to be independent, well-rounded students. We were his personal assistants, an honor that helped us become more mature and responsible.
Sir had a name for all of us. He put us into groups, the Power Rangers, the Foodies, the Rugrats, and Miji group. To this day, I still wonder which group I was in. Do you know which group you were in, Tiana? He even made up songs for every concept. At first, I wondered if Sir Mrs. Collin, this man could really sing, but those songs stuck with us, especially when exam time came around. Fellow graduates, do you remember the circus song? Sir, we are going to miss that. Sir, could you please stand? Let us all put our hands together for the pet man, Mr. Letman. Thank you, sir.
We also thank all the other teachers who guided us. Mr. Reed, the music man, Mr. Walters, the computer whiz, Miss Spence, the Espanol lady, Mr. Thompson, coach aka the magician, and Miss Dixon, Auntie Tash.
Mr. Thompson taught us football. Auntie Tash made us feel like track stars, like we were Shelley and Fraser or Usain Bolt when we hit the field. We also acknowledge the many teachers and staff members who may not have taught us directly, but still helped shape who we are. Mrs. Jagdat, Miss Davids, Mrs. Duncan, Miss Gordon, Miss Palmer, Miss Rattray, Mrs. Edwards, Miss Campbell, Miss Lee, and Miss Freginet.
Our principal, Mrs. James, always visited our class with a word of encouragement, especially during exam time. She told us we were all stars and that we should always believe in ourselves.
And to my fellow graduates, we did it. From dreams to destinations, we've laughed, we've worked hard, and we've created memories we'll never forget. As we move on to high school, let's carry with us the values we learned here at St. James Preparatory: respect, perseverance, faith, and excellence. Now let's end the grade 6 devotion mantra that Sir had us repeat every morning and afternoon. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Believe in yourself that something wonderful will happen to you today. United we stand, divided we fall.
Thank you, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the valedictorians of the graduating class of 2025. And as I listen to the students, I realize that every teacher serves them purpose. And I want you, parents and well-wishers, to give a loud round of applause for all the teachers of the St. James Preparatory School. We are still on the island of entertainment. And at this time, we are going to welcome the beautiful voices of the graduates one more time as they share with us the school song. Put your hands together for the graduates. Mic check. Put your hands together one more time for the graduating class of 2025. Graduates, you may be seated. We have one more stop on this island of entertainment. And this final stop on this island of entertainment will be an item performed by Jade Lee Campbell. Put your hands together as we welcome Jade Lee Campbell.
We've come so far, now the day is here. Memories made and the world so clear. Through the highs and lows, we found our way. Now we're standing at the edge of a brand new day. We laughed, we cried, we grew so strong. We're ready now where we belong. The future's calling, we'll answer true. With hearts so bold and dreams that flew. Here's to the moments that shaped who we are. To the road ahead, we'll chase every star. We're more than ready, the world's in our hands, a new beginning, it's time to stand. We'll write our story, make it shine, together forever, across all time.
Through the doors we walk, our paths untold. With the courage to be brave and the strength to hold. We'll face what comes, we'll stand so tall. No matter where life leads, we'll give it our all.
We laughed, we cried, we grew so strong. We're ready now where we belong. The future's waiting just for me and you. Let's make it count, let's see it through. Here's to the moments that shaped who we are. To the road ahead, we'll chase every star. We're more than ready, the world's in our hands, a new beginning, it's time to stand. We'll write our story, make it shine, together forever, across all time. This is our time, we'll rise and fly. With every dream, we'll touch the sky. We've learned, we've loved, we've grown. Now we know we're never alone. Here's to the moments that shaped who we are. To the road ahead, we'll chase every star. We're more than ready, the world's in our hands, a new beginning, it's time to stand. We'll write our story, make it shine, together forever, across all time.
So I went online to chat with the missionaries, and
What
they
a
answered all these
beautiful
questions. And then
way What a beautiful way to set sail from the island of entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been waiting long. And we have arrived at the moment where we'll have the charge to the graduates. I am in no position to introduce our guest speaker for today, because indeed we have persons here who are more brilliant than I am who can do that job. So at this moment, we'll move from Jade to Jade and welcome Jade Benton and Jolina Brown, who will introduce our guest speaker. Following their introduction, the guest speaker will take the platform, and then your captain will return. Jade and Jolina.
Chairman of the school board, Reverend Destin Smalling, Principal Mrs. Jean James, teachers and other members of staff, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow graduates, good afternoon. It is our great pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest speaker for today's graduation ceremony. This individual is highly respected for his knowledge, leadership, and experience that will undoubtedly motivate this group of graduates. He was born in St. Mary and raised in St. James. He is married to a gorgeous woman who is the mother of his wonderful daughter. He is a dedicated sergeant of the police with the Jamaica Constabulary Force and had the privilege of serving communities across Westmoreland and St. James over the past decade. He currently serves as the Divisional Training Sub-Officer for the Parish of St. James. One of his goals is to be committed in enhancing the skills and capabilities of other police officers in our beautiful island of Jamaica. His academic achievements include NCT Vet Level 6 certification, postgraduate diploma in instructional design development, Associate of Science degree in Management Information Systems, and Bachelor of Science degree in Management Information Systems with honors. With a strong foundation in law enforcement, he has a passion for developing, dedicating, and contributing growth and excellence to the Jamaica Constabulary Force and by extension to the people of Jamaica. Today, we have the privilege of this remarkable person as our guest speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, please join us in giving a warm welcome to Sergeant Ricardo Ping.
The chairman, Reverend Destin Smalling, Justice of the Peace. Principal, Mrs. Jean James, esteemed parents, other relatives, friends, and most importantly, the amazing graduating class of 2025. Good afternoon. Graduating class of 2025, how are you today? All right. So, when I was in training to become a police officer, the training was very rigorous. Nonetheless, we had to get up 4 a.m. each morning to begin our day. And at 4 a.m., the instructor would ask us, how are you today? And we'd have to give a generic response by saying, excellent and improving. So, when I ask you, how are you today? I want you to say what? All right, let's give it a try. Graduating class of 2025, how are you today? It's only the girls I'm hearing, up to the boys. All right, so I want it to be a chorus. And I want the entire Montego Bay to hear what you're saying today, okay? All right, so first and foremost, congratulations to you all. Today marks a significant milestone in your life, a moment you will look back on as the end of one chapter and the beginning of a thrilling new adventure. For the past years, you have grown not only in knowledge, but also in character. And today, we celebrate all that you have achieved. So, embracing the next step. You're on this journey called life, and it's like driving a car. But what is unique about your car, your life, is that there's no option to go back. There is no reverse button. Every second that has passed is history, and you can't change history. So you have to make the best of the present and prepare for the future. Moving on to high school is a bit like setting sail on a bigger and more exciting ship. You will find new opportunities, face new challenges, and meet new people who will shape the next part of your journey. But remember, every sailor needs tool. Curiosity to learn, courage to try, and kindness to share with others. On this journey called life, you'll get to many crossroads where you are faced with many tough decisions. The choice you make will change your life going forward. High school is a time where you'll be making more choices than ever before. Whether it's about the friends you make, the clubs you join, or the values you hold, your choices will help define who you are. So, choose wisely. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are how we grow. They are just stepping stones to greater things. So, if you make a mistake, be accountable. Do not blame others. Move forward with confidence and move past that mistake. Do not allow your past to hold you hostage. I said, do not let your past or mistake hold you back. These mistakes will form part of your experience. Move forward. Learn from all your experiences. However, it is important to note you will not live long enough to make all the mistakes in the world. So, you must learn from the mistakes of others. Do not repeat mistakes. Graduating class of 2025, how are you today? All right, we're getting there. You're warming up, so we'll try it again another time, all right? Discovering your potential. You are each bursting with unique talents and endless potential. Maybe you're an artist, an athlete, a scientist, a police officer, or a dreamer. High school is a time to explore and discover what makes you come alive. Do not shy away from trying new things. Audition for that sports team. Sign up for the robotics club. Or raise your hands in class when a new challenge presents itself. Every experience adds to the wonderful and unique work of art you are becoming. How are you doing today? Now I'm going to speak to you a bit on the importance of resilience. Unfortunately, you may experience trauma along the way. We all have experienced trauma in some type of way. Whether it's the absence of a parent or parents in our life, physical or emotional abuse, or the loss of a loved one. Those are types of trauma. But do not become hostage to your trauma. Do not hold on to the hurt caused by your trauma. Heal from your trauma. Find someone trustworthy to share how you're feeling and what is affecting you. And if there's a need to get the law involved, get the law involved. Seek counseling from the trained counselors, but do not bring your trauma into the future because it will cause you to bleed on others. Ensure you heal from all your traumas. There will be moments in high school when things feel hard, an exam that seems impossible, a disappointment that shakes your confidence, or a moment when you feel out of place. In those moments, remember this, you have already shown great resilience by getting here today. You have tackled challenges, persevered through tough times, and came out stronger. Trust in your ability to move forward one step at a time. And never forget the importance of discipline and respect. Be disciplined enough to finish anything that you have started. Do not be a quitter. The small things matter, and it is important to your discipline. As simple as the spreading of the bed in the morning, brushing of your teeth, cleaning of your room. They may seem small, but they play a major role in your discipline. And saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening is still a common courtesy. Respect yourself enough so you will not breach your values, your morals, and your godly principles, and you will not breach the law of the land. Before you step into this exciting future, take a moment to look around. Thank the people who have helped you thus far on this journey. Your parents, your teachers, your friends. Gratitude as a remarkable way of grounding us and reminding us of what truly matters. As you grow, look for ways to give back. Be a source of kindness and support for others. The world needs more of that. Jamaica needs more of that. So, graduating class of 2025, how are you feeling today? Boy, the boys them not talk, me don't know why. What I'm doing now? All right, we're going to give it one more shot, so prepare yourself, all right? Class of 2025, as you prepare to take this next step, carry these thoughts with you. Be curious, be brave, be kind. Remember that your journey is your own. No one else will walk it for you, and no one else can take it away. Write your own story. Write it boldly. And as you press for your lifetime goals, remember, enjoy life as you remain true to your goals. You have so much to look forward to, and we can't wait to see the incredible things you will achieve. Graduating class of 2025, how are you feeling? Congratulations once again. And best wishes to you as you embark on this wonderful new adventure. The always of high school are ready for you. Let the next chapter begin. Congratulations. Thank you.
Don't leave, Mr. Guest Speaker. And to keep the program rolling, we're going to ask Horacia Thompson to come forward to make a presentation to our guest speaker.
Good afternoon. On behalf of St. James Prep School graduating class of 2025, I take great pride in presenting this small token of appreciation to our guest speaker. Thank you for sharing the day with us.
Thank you very much, Horacio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get to the point where many of you will be tempted to come and block the passageway as we take pictures when our graduates are given their tokens or certificates. But before that, I tell you a story. It's a story about a little girl whose name is Jamelia. So Jamelia was a talented little girl who attended the St. James Prep School. She always had a dream about attending the Herbert Morrison Technical High School. And as she journeyed through the St. James Prep School, she realized that this journey was much more than overcoming obstacles and self-doubt. She realized that through this journey, she would discover things about herself. One nervous day, she sat down and waited for the exam results. And as the PEP results came out, surely she got to the school of her dream, the Herbert Morrison Technical High School. And as she thought about going to the Herbert Morrison Technical High School, she realized that this was not necessarily her destination, but it was her transit point. Because in Jamelia's life, she believes that the best is yet to come. So I say, graduates, that reaching to high school is not the destination. It is the transit point. It is only the beginning of the destination, because the best is yet to come. So when you get to high school, do everything you can. I personally believe in a mantra that says 5 in 5. You are going to be spending minimum of 5 years in high school. grade 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Make it one of your promises, graduates, that for each year in high school, you'll have one subject to show. Because at the end of the day, anywhere you decide to go after high school, you need a minimum of 5 subjects to move on. I say once more, congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the island of presentation and celebration. And I invite the teachers to come forward who will be doing this part of the program. Miss Dixon, Mrs. Edwards, Mr. Walters, Mr. Thompson. All right, graduating class, just so you know, graduating class, that you persons who will be given special awards or trophies, they are not labeled, so you will collect them for pictorial purposes and you'll return them to the school to be labeled and given back to you. Understood? Understood? Graduates, how are you doing? Okay. All right, so we are going to be inviting the graduates to come forward to collect their graduation certificate. Please put your hands together for Arena Allen. And Miss Allen makes way for Horatio Bell. We then make welcome Jade Betton. Jade will make way for Shaleha Brissett. My apologies, Shaleha. We then make welcome Jolina Brown. We say congratulations to Nathan Butler. We keep the applauses going for Elaine Carey. Elaine Carey is followed by Tahir Clark. And the very tall Tahir Clark makes way for Jamelia Dixon. Jamelia will make way for O'Neill Dawes. And Mr. Dawes will clear the stage for Lashonda Excel, the deputy head girl. We continue the applause for David Golding. David Golding makes way for Kevin Goldson. We keep the applause going for the head girl, Tiana Gordon. Next, we welcome Ajani Hall. Next, we make way for not Alvin, not Simon, but Theodore Hales. Next, we welcome Dominique Heath. Next, we welcome Danica Hewitt. We invite you to keep those applauses going as we welcome Dylan Hilton. Next, we welcome Ayana Jackson. And Diana will clear the stage for Daniel Jenkins. Daniel will be followed by Kiara Jones. Next, we say congratulations to Layla Carr. Layla will be followed by Chrisania Martin. After Chrisania, we welcome Peyton McFarlane. After Mr. McFarlane, we welcome Calicia McIntosh. In the meantime, white Axio with license plate number 7454LH, you're blocking. White Axio, license plate number 7454LH, you're blocking. After young Miss McIntosh, we say congratulations to Shia Anna Pennicott. After young Miss Pennicott, we say congratulations to Tajari Phillips. Tajari Phillips. And this will be an easy one to call. We say congratulations to Calvin Reed. Calvin will make way for Zane Samuels. We continue to celebrate the achievements, and we put our hands together for Shaheen Salter. And young Miss Slaughter will make way for Courtney Sawyers. Now we say congratulations to Thea Madison Smith. Miss Smith will be followed by, is it Yanicia Spence? After young Miss Spence, we make way for Horacia Thompson. Next, we say congratulations to Ramona Shea Thorpe. Ramona Shea will make way for the head boy, Kristen Wainwright. Next, we welcome Tyesha Whittingham. After Miss Whittingham, we welcome Antoine Williams. We say congratulations to Kenya Williams. Give a round of applause for Malik Wisdom. Next, we make way for Matthew Wong. And to round off our graduating class for 2025, Brianna Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Wright, and that is your graduating class of 2025. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the special awards. For highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, language arts, and ability, please put your hands together for Jade Betton. For highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, and ability, put your hands together for Saleha Brissett. For highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, language arts, and ability, put your hands together for Jolina Brown. For highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Nathan Butler. For highly proficient in science and ability, Elaine Carey. For highly proficient in social studies, for highly proficient in social studies, Jamelia Dixon. For highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Anir Dose. For highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Lashonda Excel. For highly proficient in science and ability, Kevinique Goldson. For highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Tiana Gordon. For highly proficient in ability, Ajani Hall. For highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Theodore Hales. For highly proficient in science, social studies, and ability, Dominique Heath. For highly proficient in social studies and ability, Danica Hewitt. For highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, and ability, Dylan Hilton. For highly proficient in science, social studies, and ability, Ayana Jackson. For being highly proficient in social studies, Layla Carr. For highly proficient in science and ability, Chrisania Martin. For highly proficient in ability, Tajari Phillips. Tajari Phillips. For being highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, and ability, Calvin Reed. For being highly proficient in ability, Zane Samuels. For being highly proficient in mathematics, science, social studies, and ability, Shaheen Slaughter. For being highly proficient in social studies and language arts, Courtney Sawyers. For being highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, we welcome Horacia Thompson. For being highly proficient in mathematics, social studies, and ability, Ramona Shea Thor. For being highly proficient in ability, Christian Wainwright. And social studies as well. For being highly proficient in social studies and ability, Taisha Whittingham. For being highly proficient in maths, social studies, of language arts and ability, Matthew Wong. for being highly proficient in mathematics, science, and ability, Antoine Williams. For being highly proficient in social studies and ability, Malik Wisdom. For being highly proficient in social studies and language arts, Thea Madison Smith. To continue our special prize section for perfect attendance, Taisia Whittingham. For most helpful, Lashonda Excel. The most rounded student, Ayana Jackson. The most improved student, Elaine Carey. The most disciplined, Thea Madison Smith. The most aware student, Ajani Hall. And the Mathematics Student of the Year. The Mathematics Student of the Year, Tiana Garden. And for the overall performance for the class, that's the grade 16 class. The third place student for the academic year is none other than Jolina Brown. In second place, it's none other than Tiana Garden. And if I did have good musician, we could request DJ Bravo champion for this one. And the first place in the class for 2025 is Saleya Brissett. And as we continue our special awards for student leadership for 2025, Tiana Garden. And Tiana is followed by Christian Wainwright. Christian is followed by Lashonda Excel. And at this point, we like to big up our sponsors for the award, Rainforest CIBC Bank and the Freeport Police Admin Staff. Give them a round of applause for me, please. The award for most rounded girl and boy for the tenure of the 5 years at the St. James Prep. This award took into consideration involvement in all 3 faculties, music, sports, and clubs. And the female for most rounded girl is Ayana Jackson. And our most rounded boy is Christian Wainwright. And we have some cash awards for some of our top performers. And the first award for $10,000, third place in the PEP, goes to Oneir Dowes. The second place. Yeah, you're just holding the envelope. Here, you're bringing it back. For second place in the PEP examinations and getting $15,000, Theodore Hales. And our first place, walking away with $20,000. And this is sponsored by Councillor Damian Brown. $20,000. First place in the PEP examination. The person's name starts with a T. Tiana Gordon. And then the St. James Preparatory School would like to show its appreciation for the members of the TPDCO Tourism Quiz quarterfinalists. Saleha Brissett, Shanae Soto, Thea Madison Smith, Jade Benton, Tiana Gordon, Jolina Brown. Quarterfinalists in the TPDCO Tourism Quiz. Put your hands together one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the quarterfinalists in the TPDCO Tourism Quiz. This is your star team from St. James Preparatory School. And we'd like to acknowledge our math Olympiads. Jade Benton, Salela Brissett, Danica Hewitt, Tiana Garden, and Christian Wainwright. So Math Olympia, Jade Benton, Salela Brissett, Danica Hewitt, Tiana Garden, and Christian Wainwright. Would like to thank the members of staff who participated in this section. And here ends our prize giving section. Put your hands together one more time for all the award recipients. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was indeed exciting, wasn't it? Anybody want back their money off of the cruise? All right, that means the cruise going good, man. So ladies and gentlemen, we stop one more time at another point of entertainment in our program. This time we'll be treated to a dance item by the graduates. But just before the graduates get ready, all right, so as the graduates for the item go and get ready, we continue with the presentation to the presenter. We invite Miss Spence, young Miss Spence, Yanicia, Matthew Wong, Thea Madison Smith, and Nathan Butler. Yanicia Spence. And Nathan. So we invite back Miss Dixon, Mrs. Edwards, Mr. Walters, and Mr. Thompson to come back on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the St. James Preparatory School class of 2025, I take great pride in presenting you this small token of appreciation.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, we take pride in presenting you this small token of appreciation.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, we would like to present to you this small token of our appreciation.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the St. James Preparatory School graduating class of 2025, I take great pleasure in presenting you this gift.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And as the graduates get ready to treat you in dance, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to invite at this moment Shaheen Slaughter and Ramona Shea Thorpe to do a tribute to the parents. Please put your hands together for them.
No, you can't name off your opinion. Chairman of the school board, guest speaker, Principal Mrs. Jean James, teachers, other members of staff, distinguished members, parents, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow graduates. Tribute to parents, St. James Preparatory School, graduation 2025. Good morning, everyone.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, I would like to take a moment to say a very special thank you to our parents and guardians. You have been our biggest supporters from the very beginning, whether it was waking us up for school, helping with homework, attending school events, or just giving us a hug when we had a tough day. You were always there.
Your love, patience, sacrifices, and encouragement have helped shape who we are today. We may not say it often enough, but please know that we truly appreciate everything you've done to help us reach this milestone.
Today, as we graduate, we also celebrate you because we couldn't have done it without you. So to all the parents and guardians here today, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This is your day too. We did it together. Thank you.
We love you.
Put your hands together for them one more time. Tribute to the parents. They love you. Mrs. James, we ask you to come to the stage, please, and we ask Mrs. Clark to also come to the stage. Mrs. Clark has served the school for 15 years and will no longer continue come September. So we want to show her our appreciation. Put your hands together for Mrs. Clark.
As I said before, this young lady beside me here has given us 18 years of service, keeping our surroundings clean, and even more than that, she has loved your children with all hearts. Now today we are saying to her, we truly appreciate it as we say to her, bye-bye for now and all the best to you.
We also call Mrs. Bert Edwards to the stage. We also ask Mrs. Scott to come forward as well. Mrs. Edwards is first, followed by Mrs. Scott.
Okay, this beautiful young lady, Mrs. Edwards. She has spent 4 years with us, going from grade 1 to grade 2, doing a marvelous job. I would like to say to you, ma'am, we are going to miss you, and all the best to you as you go. Does she look like a retired person? She looks like 16 years of age to me. I don't see her as a retired person, but Mrs. Scott has spent many years with us. She retired, she came back, she retired, she came back. Every time we need a person, she's always willing to come to us. Mrs. Scott, we are going to miss you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the feature presentation, put your hands together as we welcome the dance item by the graduates. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the graduates. You will make a way for me. So no matter what challenges come through high school, the graduates understand that the Lord will make a way for them. I know you're still hot, and I know you don't want to leave off the ship yet, but we're almost in safe harbor. So at this time, we're going to invite Saleha Brissett and Malik Wisdom to give the official vote of thanks.
Chairman of the school board, Reverend Denston Smalling, guest speaker, Sergeant Ricardo Pink, principal, Mrs. Jean James, teachers, other members of staff, distinguished members, parents, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow graduates. Good afternoon to you all. This afternoon, I rise to express sincere thanks to all who have worked tirelessly and contributed in various ways to make this afternoon a reality. To our principal, our staff, and the magnificent Mr. Letman, thank you for shaping our young minds with patience, passion, and dedication. You didn't just teach us subjects, you taught us values, courage, and kindness. You helped us grow from shy little students into confident young leaders ready to face the world. To our auxiliary staff, we thank you for providing a clean environment for us to learn, and to the cook, aka chef, we thank you for also providing hot and balanced meals each day for us. To our parents, guardians, and families, thank you for every early morning, every packed lunch or break, every encouraging word, and every hug on the tough days. Today is your victory too, and we are so grateful for your endless support.
To our friends and classmates, we've laughed together, learned together, and built memories we'll carry for life. We may be going in different directions, but this chapter at St. James Prep will always connect us. To the organizers of this beautiful graduation ceremony, thank you for making today so memorable. Your hard work and creativity have turned our dreams into a day we will never forget. Finally, to every person who believed in us, thank you. We promise to carry the spirit of St. James Prep with pride wherever we go. As we step forward into high school and beyond, we leave not just as students, but as stars ready to shine.
We now invite our fellow graduates to stand and give a special salute of appreciation to everyone who has molded us from dreams to destination.
And we now invite every parent, grandparent, auntie, uncle, cousin, friend, and well-wishers in the audience to stand and give a round of applause to our graduating class of 2025. All right, thank you so much. But ladies and gentlemen, me couldn't come here and not get gift too, not true? Me couldn't come here and not get gift too. All right, so I'm going to invite Jamelia Dixon to come forward and make a presentation to me.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the 2025 graduating class of St. John's Prep School, We present this token of our appreciation to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that as your captain, we have arrived in safe harbor. I want to thank you for journeying with us. I hope you enjoy your money's worth. And for those who did not enjoy their money's worth, I am sorry for you. There's no refund and no exchange. I want you to also give another round of applause for the graduating class of 2025. And graduates, as I take my leave as captain of the ship, I want you to know that you can grow anywhere you're planted. It doesn't matter where you are from, it's about where you are going. You have your dreams, and there is a destination. And whatever happens to you in life, take it as a stepping stone towards success, knowing that the best is yet to come. God bless you. God bless you on your new journey. Congratulations and do well. Before I take my seat, I want to remind the parents and well-wishers to keep the aisle clear for the recession. There's a camera providing live feed, and the persons online are complaining that they cannot see the pity them walking. So we're going to ask you to keep the aisle clear so that the camera can provide the live feed at the recessional. We are going to invite the school board's chairman to come forward with some closing remarks. Following that will be the national anthem and then the recession of the graduates. Walk good and thank you.
Let me, in offering closing remarks, begin. I noticed I was hearing Googlezellas. The Ministry of Health has asked us not to use Googlezellas because it affects the hearing, temporary deafness, it going around. Let me offer congratulations to our graduates. Will I see you around? Some say no, you're too miserable. But let me congratulate you and add my own words just to say the journey has just begun. Mr. Campion, is who going to Campion? I'll see you next Wednesday. My daughter just is going to Campion as well. So I'll see you next Wednesday, or is it Tuesday? When you're going? Tuesday. So I won't see you. I'm going Wednesday for the orientation, but I'll see you around, and you and your parents in Kingston at the PTA meetings. For all of you, let me wish you all the very best. You worked hard at St. James Prep. But no, not even listen. You worked hard at St. James Prep. Continue to work hard where you are going. You must maintain top performance, all right? Because I might be a guest speaker at 5th form or 6th form, and I want to hear your names being called again. Parents, as the youngsters' journey from St. James Prep into the world of high school, now more than ever, they need your love and your tireless support. They need your love and your tireless support. Teacher, just give me a chance, no? Mr. Letman, they go give me a chance. Thank you. They need your tireless support. Attend the PTA meetings. I am where I am today because my father never just attended PTA meetings, but he would turn up at the school at odd times. I never knew why the teacher, they loved me so. They loved me, they loved me, they loved me. And I found out way when I almost leave high school that my father was a regular visitor to the school, to the staff room, and every teacher knew him. And I tell you something, I got a beating one day. Listen up, children. I got a beating one day because my father visited the staff room. The teacher told him the grade I got for my maths test. I wasn't proud of the grade. And when he asked the evening, so you get back your test paper, I told him no. I get a beating, you see? Because teacher don't tell him that he gave back the paper. Go to the school, make friends with their teachers, so you know where they are struggling and you can find help for them. For those who are returning to St. James Prep School, this is my first year as chairman, and there are going to be some differences, some drastic differences as you come back. Discipline is going to be a key factor going forward. I've noticed how parents behave with other parents, how parents behave with children, how children behave with each other. And we are taking a tough stance on discipline. Security is another area that we will be looking at and will be tightening, as well as quality. So teachers, we are expecting the highest quality, and when I meet with you, hopefully before you go off on holidays, Mrs. James will talk to you about that. We'll talk about the quality I am demanding. Quality with what we offer to our children, the highest quality education to them, and quality in our environment. I invite the parents who are coming back to attend the PTA meetings and make the most of them, because St. James Prep School can only rise. And in short order, we want to bring St. James Prep School back to being the #1 school in Montego Bay and its environs in terms of academics and in terms of personal discipline that would have been inculcated, instilled in the children as they are growing up. Schools, high schools, we want, as we bring about the changes in our school, we want high schools to be begging us to send them our graduates. So I pray that as you go from this ceremony today, I pray that as you go into your new estate in high school, that God will go with you, that you will give of your very best, and that you will have solid achievements as you play your part in the advance, in the welfare of this Jamaica land we love. Invite us to stand.
Please stand for the singing of the national anthem. please remember to keep the aisle clear as the graduates do the recessional march.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Paid my dues, can't lose, I'ma own ya. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory. But don't think that I did it for the fame, yeah. I did it for the love of the game, yeah. And this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. All you people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Yeah, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the
Born champion. The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Question the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win.
possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Question the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
Parents, please make sure you take your empty bottles. I see a number of them around. There is a bin at the north side and one at the west side. There are bins. Please take your bottles with you.
DJ, bravo, DJ, bravo, DJ, bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris Kane is a champion. Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Bundy is a champion, Folland is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gail is a champion. Don't forget Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly a champion, 958 Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, bravo a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows Chris Kane is a champion. Champion, me a real champion. Champion, me a real champion. Champion, me a real champion.
Photo booth will be set up on the outside.